Morning. A little bit late in the morning today for my video, my morning log. I got up late for the first time in, like this year. That was the first time this year. Yeah, because I tried out something a little bit different today, or last night. I decided to sleep on my back. I always sleep on my side for several reasons. One, because I don't hear well on my right ear, so if I'm sleeping on my left, it's almost perfect silence. And but it's just the way that I naturally want to sleep. But I decided to sleep on my back because I'm trying out things, my face being all puffy and everything. And clearly my body wanted to be on the back because holy crap, I was just dead. I don't know, maybe it was also because I was worn out or something else. I decided to wear the watch whilst sleeping. I never do, I always let it sit in charge. And knowing it was going to be tracking my sleeping, I actually think I was more likely to sleep better. I know a lot of people find that to be the opposite, that whenever they start tracking, they actually do worse. A lot of people, I tend to do better whenever I'm actually tracking something, because I don't know, I tend to do better with tracking. I know it's kind of like the thing that I find to be irritating with the modern push a lot, where people get irritated about how, oh yeah, you need to no aggression, don't take the extreme route, need to have balanced feelings, and need to have our like they want to push the comfortable lifestyle feeling, not anxiety inducing. Don't track everything methodically. It'll create anxiety. It'll put unreasonable standards and it'll create more of a problem for you. I don't find that to be the case. I find that when things are heavily tracked, whenever I monitor everything, whenever I've got stuff planned out and I do things at specific times, it gets me to feel more comfortable because I'm inflicting a certain level of control into the chaos of existence. And I find that to be helpful. I find it to be more motivating. I find it to be more positive. Works for me. And I think it works for a lot of people out there. The fact that it doesn't work for everybody is not really a problem, of course, but I don't know. It's interesting how some people get very upset about that. But yeah, no, I definitely, that's why, of course, I didn't log. First, before going, I went and I had my cafe before I went. Luckily, I had actually prepped because I didn't get to brew my cafe. I was going to have a thing, but I had a counterculture fast forward cafe again today. Not a big fan of that one particularly. However, I decided to do cold brew of it. Try it out, see if that makes it better. It brought it up from a 2 out of 10 to a 3.5 out of 10. Still not great coffee, but it's at least a little bit more tolerable as a cold brew. So I was still able to have a cup of coffee immediately after having my water and creatine in the morning. And then I quickly boiled some water, put the tea on to brew, and went on my walk, and I made it out there in time. I gotta say, I definitely psychologically didn't feel very desirable to walk this morning. I did not like it. My body was fighting, my brain was fighting me, I should say. And I just force it, and then I feel great afterwards because I forced it. That's the thing. A lot of people, I remember hearing recently a guy, he's an Indian fellow, but he was talking about how motivation and things like negativity and these things that you should have, should focus on listening to your body and listening to the inner voice and all that stuff. And it's like, okay, yes, I do think you should. I'm a very big proponent of listening to your body. It knows more than you do. Your intuition can be very helpful. Listening to everything, every voice though, is not positive. There is a lot of personality in you. And some of it will lead you down to nothingness. And so suppressing those and using willpower. That was what it was, willpower. He was critiquing willpower as a concept. I support willpower. I support cultivating willpower. In the moment it sucks, and then afterwards you realize how much better it makes everything, and how grand you feel for having accomplished. But yes, but yeah, no, need to finish up these things. I have to eat odd things at this moment, which is irritating. I like to have my heavily structured foods. But having to, because I got stuff in the house that needs to be finished off. So got to clean it out. So I'm doing a cleaning out of the pantry and the refrigerator right now. So that's why for the first time this year as well, it's a weird thing. First time this entire year that I am not having skewer this morning. That is scary. I like my skewer in the morning. So yeah, it's not good. Not a good feeling, I gotta tell you. It's very uncomfortable. Not having consistent, exact, but just need to clear some stuff out of the place. I don't want it to go bad. I don't like throwing food away. So, do what you gotta do. But anyway, no, I haven't got nothing else. But, yeah, so, well, you have a good one. Or a bad one. I won't tell you what to do. I'm hardly telling myself what to do right now. Ugh. Running crazy. Ugh. Scary. So, anyway.